Hogwarts Legacy dropped with a lot of hype and for good reason. This is a full open-world wizarding game where you get to create your own character, attend Hogwarts, explore magical locations, and learn spells. Sounds like a dream, right? But now that it's available on PlayStation Plus, the real question is, does the magic still hold up? The first thing you'll notice in Hogwarts Legacy is how beautiful the world is. Hogwarts Castle is huge and full of little details, moving staircases, hidden rooms, paintings that stare back at you. It's all here. If you've ever dreamed of walking through the halls of Hogwarts, the game brings that fantasy to life in a big way. But it's not just the castle. The surrounding areas like Hogsmeade, the Forbidden Forest, and other regions in the open world are also packed with things to explore. There are caves, secret ruins, villages, and enemy camps all over the place. It's not just a linear game, it's more of an open-world experience where exploration feels rewarding. And yes, you can ride a broom. That alone makes traveling fun. Later on, you even get to fly magical beasts like the Hippogriff or Thestral, which adds even more variety. The game is set in the late 18th century, way before Harry, Ron, and Hermione. You play as a new fifth-year student entering Hogwarts with a strange connection to ancient magic. That connection is what drives the main story. The story itself is decent. It's about uncovering secrets, stopping dark magic, and learning about a forgotten magical force. There are also side quests where you get to know other students and professors. Here's the thing though, the characters are okay, but not super memorable. Some of the companions are cool, and they have their own side stories, but overall, the narrative doesn't hit as hard emotionally as other big RPGs. You won't get super attached to most of the NPCs, and your character is very much a blank slate. Still, if you're here for lore and magical mystery, it's good enough to keep you going. Let's talk combat, because surprisingly, this is where the game really shines. The wand-based battles feel smooth, fast, and satisfying. You can mix spells like Expelliarmus, Levioso, Incendio, and even more advanced dark arts if you go down that path. Combining spells together feels really good. For example, you can lift an enemy in the air, pull them closer, then blast them with a fire spell, or throw objects at them using ancient magic. There's also a skill tree that lets you upgrade spells and abilities. Over time, combat becomes more complex in a fun way. Potions and plants add strategy too. You can throw a mandrake to stun enemies or drink a potion to become invisible. There's a good mix of options in battle. The only downside is that, after a while, combat can feel a little too easy. Once you've unlocked the right spells and upgrades, you become very powerful. For some players, that's fun. For others, it may reduce the challenge a bit too much. The world is packed with things to do. There are puzzles in Hogwarts, treasure vaults in the wild, Merlin trials to solve, magical beasts to tame, and dozens of side missions. At first, this is exciting. But as time goes on, the game does start to feel repetitive. A lot of side activities follow the same pattern. The puzzles and trials are often reused in different places with small changes. If you're the kind of player who wants to do everything, you might burn out. But if you focus on the main story and pick side content carefully, you'll have a great time. Character customization is solid. You can choose your look, house, wand, and even how you approach the game, good wizard or someone leaning toward the dark arts. The Room of Requirement is a personal space you can build and decorate. Here, you can grow potion ingredients, raise magical beasts, and change the entire look of the room. It's a nice break from combat and gives you something creative to work on. On PlayStation 5, the game looks and runs great for the most part. The graphics are sharp, the lighting is beautiful, and the world loads quickly. Performance mode runs smoothly at 60 FPS, which makes combat feel even better. There are a few minor issues like some pop in textures or occasional bugs, but nothing game-breaking. Compared to the PC version, which had some technical problems early on, the PS5 version is much more stable. And if you're playing through PS Plus Extra or Premium, the full version is available to download and play, not a cloud version or a limited experience. Now here's the big reason people are interested. Hogwarts Legacy is part of PS Plus Extra and Premium in 2025. That means, if you already have a subscription, you can dive into the full game at no extra cost. That's a big deal, especially since the game launched at full price and held its value for a long time. For fans who are waiting or hesitant to spend $60.70, this is the perfect time to give it a try. Let's dig a little deeper into the things that don't work so well in Hogwarts Legacy, especially when you're looking at it with fresh eyes in 2025. First off, the open world feels too copy-paste after a while. Yes, it's beautiful, and yes, it's big. But once you've done a handful of Merlin trials, treasure vaults, and combat challenges, you've kind of done them all. They start to repeat the same mechanics, and the excitement wears off. You'll still find cool places, but the gameplay loop becomes predictable. Then there's the story, which starts strong with an ancient magic mystery but doesn't fully deliver by the end. It feels like the game plays it safe. The villains aren't very memorable, and the emotional stakes aren't that high. For a world with so much magical history, the main plot could have had deeper twists, more dramatic moments, and stronger consequences. Speaking of consequences, there are barely any. You can use unforgivable curses like Avada Kedavra and Crucio without anyone blinking an eye. No professors scold you, no students avoid you, nothing changes. That breaks immersion. In a world where using dark magic is supposed to be a big deal, the game doesn't treat it like one. So you can go full dark wizard and still get treated like a hero. Also, your dialogue choices rarely matter. There are moments when it feels like you're making big decisions, but most of them don't affect the ending or the relationships much. Whether you help someone kindly or threaten them, the outcome is usually the same. So the RPG elements feel a bit shallow. Another issue is how quiet Hogwarts can feel. Sure, it's full of magical paintings and quirky details, but the student life part is missing. There are barely any meaningful student events or social activities. You don't attend classes in a structured way, just occasional cutscenes. That removes a big part of the school life fantasy. A bit more day-to-day routine or interaction could have made it feel like you're really living at Hogwarts. So, is Hogwarts Legacy worth playing on PS Plus in 2025? Yes, especially if you're already subscribed. You're getting a visually stunning, content-rich open world that feels like a love letter to the wizarding world. The combat is fun, exploration is magical, and there's enough content to keep you busy for 30-50 hours. Is it perfect? No. The story is a bit weak, the side content can feel repetitive, and some RPG choices don't have much weight. But if you've ever wanted to live your own Hogwarts story, cast spells, fly on a broom, or explore the castle's secrets, this game is your best chance to do it. For PS Plus members, it's one of the better additions in 2025 and totally worth playing if you haven't already. Thanks for watching this Hogwarts Legacy PS Plus 2025 review. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe for more gaming breakdowns just like this one. Let us know in the comments, what house did you choose, and did you go full dark wizard or keep it clean? Catch you in the next one, and remember, always keep your wand at the ready.